Breaking news out of the NFL, everyone. We've just received some absolutely stunning news that's going to shake up the entire league. Lamar Jackson, the 2019 NFL MVP, is officially signing with the Dallas Cowboys, and it's not just a rumor or speculation this is happening. That's right. Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys, has confirmed it, and this is one of the most shocking and exciting moves we've seen in recent NFL history. The Dallas Cowboys, a team with an incredibly passionate fan base and a history of high expectations, have made a huge statement by bringing in one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in the league today. Lamar Jackson, who has been a household name ever since he burst onto the NFL scene, is leaving the Baltimore Ravens after years of negotiations, and he's going to Dallas. The Cowboys have been making headlines all offseason, but this is the kind of move that changes everything for the franchise. The excitement is absolutely real right now, and the entire NFL world is buzzing with questions, speculation, and anticipation about what this could mean for the Cowboys moving forward. Lamar Jackson's signing with the Cowboys isn't just a headline, this is an earthquake in the NFL, and it's one that could shift the balance of power in the NFC. We're going to dive into everything you need to know about this monumental development, so buckle up because we've got a lot to cover, and trust me, you won't want to miss any of the details on this incredible story. So, let's talk about why this move is happening, why the Cowboys made the decision to go after Lamar Jackson, and what this means for both Lamar's legacy and the future of the Cowboys organization. First off, let's address the obvious question, why the Cowboys? The Cowboys have been looking for that special quarterback to lead them to greatness for years now, and while Dak Prescott has been solid, he hasn't quite been able to get the team over the hump when it counts. The Cowboys have always had a potent roster, a solid offensive line, a high-caliber defense, and weapons on offense like CeeDee Lamb and Tony Pollard. What they've been missing is that extra something at quarterback, someone who can elevate the entire team, who can turn the tide in big moments, and who can get them that elusive Super Bowl championship. Dak Prescott has had some great moments, but he's also had his struggles in the postseason, and there's no denying that the Cowboys haven't been able to get back to the Super Bowl in decades. Jerry Jones, always looking for that next big thing, decided it was time to make a bold move. Enter Lamar Jackson, the perfect answer to what the Cowboys have been missing. Jackson's ability to make plays with both his arm and his legs is something that few quarterbacks in the NFL can replicate. He's a dual-threat quarterback, and he's been one of the most electrifying players in the league since he first took over the starting job for the Ravens. His ability to extend plays with his legs and make highlight reel throws has kept defenses on their toes year after year. For the Cowboys, this kind of player could completely change the way they run their offense and how they approach games. Imagine a defense that has to worry about both Lamar Jackson's running ability and his ability to make deep throws to a receiver like CeeDee Lamb. It's a nightmare scenario for opposing teams. Lamar Jackson will bring a new dimension to the Cowboys' offense, and that's something that Jerry Jones and the front office are clearly banking on. The Cowboys have been in the playoff picture in recent seasons, but they've lacked that extra juice to get them past the likes of the 49ers, Eagles, and other powerhouse teams in the NFC. With Lamar Jackson, the Cowboys have the chance to be not just contenders, but a Super Bowl caliber team. But let's talk about Lamar Jackson for a moment. This is a huge career move for him too. Lamar has been one of the most discussed quarterbacks in the NFL for years now, not just because of his incredible talent, but also because of the contract situation with the Ravens. There have been a lot of questions surrounding Lamar's future with Baltimore and whether or not they could agree on a long-term contract extension. There was constant speculation about whether Lamar would stay with the Ravens or test free agency, and now we've got our answer. After all the drama, Lamar Jackson is stepping into a whole new world with the Cowboys, and it's going to be fascinating to see how he adapts to this new team and this new system. He's leaving a Ravens team that built its offense around his unique skill set, but now, in Dallas, he'll be working with a whole new set of weapons. The Cowboys have a strong receiving corps led by CeeDee Lamb, and they have a backfield that's loaded with talent, including Tony Pollard, who had a breakout year last season. Lamar's ability to stretch the field and make explosive plays will open up opportunities for everyone on the offense, and he'll have the benefit of playing behind a solid offensive line. Now, let's talk about what this means for Dak Prescott. Many Cowboys fans and analysts have been wondering what will happen to Dak now that Lamar Jackson is in town. Dak has been the face of the Cowboys offense for years, and he's been a good leader for the team, but has he done enough to cement his place as the long-term answer at quarterback? Jerry Jones has often backed Prescott, but this signing of Lamar Jackson could mean that the Cowboys are ready to make a change at quarterback. There's no doubt that this move will create some tough conversations within the organization. Does Dak Prescott become a backup to Lamar Jackson? Or will he be traded away to another team that could offer him a starting role? Teams like the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts could be potential destinations for Dak, but there are so many possibilities that this move opens up. It's going to be a fascinating storyline to follow as the offseason unfolds. The big question is whether Dak will stay with the Cowboys as a backup or whether the Cowboys will decide to move on from him entirely. One thing is clear though, Dak Prescott's future in Dallas is now uncertain, and the Cowboys have firmly made their commitment to Lamar Jackson as their starting quarterback. But with all of that said, let's get back to Lamar and what this signing means for the Cowboys in the immediate future. Lamar Jackson is now going to be running the show in Dallas, and the pressure will be on him to deliver. There's no doubt that Lamar has the ability to take this team to the next level, but there's also a lot of pressure on him to prove that he can do it in a system that's different from what he's used to in Baltimore. The Cowboys have the pieces to succeed, but the key to their success will be how Lamar Jackson fits into the offense. He's used to running a very specific system in Baltimore, and now he's going to have to adapt to new plays, a new coaching staff, and new teammates. But if anyone can make that transition, it's Lamar Jackson. His athleticism and football IQ are off the charts, and he's a competitor who thrives in big moments. If he can make the adjustment to the Cowboys system, he could be the missing piece the Cowboys need to finally win that elusive Super Bowl. Looking ahead, the Cowboys have a lot to consider in terms of how they build their roster. With Lamar Jackson under center, they'll need to make sure they surround him with the right pieces to maximize his potential. That means adding more weapons in the passing game, bolstering the offensive line, and continuing to improve on defense. With a player like Lamar at the helm, the Cowboys will be contenders in the NFC for years to come. But they'll need to make smart moves in free agency and the draft to ensure they can continue to compete at a high level. But one thing is for certain, the Cowboys have made a move that has the potential to change the course of their franchise. With Lamar Jackson, the Dallas Cowboys are now a legitimate Super Bowl contender, and the rest of the league is going to have to take notice. This is a move that sends a message: the Cowboys are all in, and they're ready to take the next step toward a championship. It's going to be an exciting few months as we watch how this all unfolds, and we can't wait to see what happens next. But for now, we can only sit back and watch as the Dallas Cowboys prepare for their most exciting season in years with Lamar Jackson leading the way.